What if I told you guys that you couldn't go back to your home because it wasn't safe? A devastating fire that took your entire town. What if I said that I was going to enact those emergency proclamations for 11 months post-fire? You couldn't go back, see the town that you loved or the places that you remember. Not for a day, not for a month, but for an entire calendar year. And I offered you the opportunity to take a remembrance ride through your community on a chartered bus. How would you feel? Well, like most of you, you'd be pretty angry, right? Welcome back, guys. My name is Samantha, and this is a true story. This really happened. It happened in Lahaina, August 8th, 2023. Everybody remembers the worst wildfire in American history, right? Did you guys know that the people of the community of Lahaina are still not allowed in Lahaina property because we have to protect you? You don't know how to wear PPP correctly. I trust you to clean off your own property. Or is it more sinister, folks? Is it if you went back to your property before we cleaned it the way we want to, maybe you would find something that would point to something other than a wildfire? You heard me right. They are not allowed back in their town, on their property. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about Governor Green and Mayor Bissen set up something called Remembrance Rides. Now, it's thoughtful. It is. But 11 and a half months post-fire, the first time some of these victims have been allowed back into their community, a community that still looks like it was ravaged by fire yesterday, and $62 million raised worldwide, and that's the best you can do. You guys, but that makes me mad. Because see, I've lived through Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans. I've lived through multiple hurricanes and a once-in-a-lifetime flood. And my entire community in both situations had rebuilt. People were back in the town. Homes were up and going and businesses were running within 6 months of that disaster. I have never in my life, in my 50 years of life, folks, seen a state, a town, or a mayor ballsy enough to tell their citizens that they weren't welcome in their town 1 calendar year later. But that's what happened in Lahaina. Guys, we fly out tomorrow to go see the king, to sit down and let him talk to you guys about the sovereignty movement. We are going back to bring as much money as we can to these people because they can fight this, but they have to get an attorney. You can fight emergency proclamations like this that have well extended what they consider safety. I know what people are going to say. Oh, Sam, but the ash is toxic. Folks, I lived through Katrina and a flood that brought down sewage 12 feet deep into places where we lived. You know what? We got through it. But you can't keep the people off their property. And then to top it all off, they've now drawn a line along the coast saying, well, if you live on this side of that line, you just can't build anyway. So don't worry about coming back. So a lot of things going on in Lahaina, and we need you guys to row with us. Doing research for Maui, it almost feels like they live in a communistic country. Like, I just can't wrap my mind around the fact that their government has the audacity to use safety to keep people off their private properties. Like, I cannot wrap my mind around it. You see, my glasses are fogging up. It's very humid here today. So guys, look, we're packing up. We've got the farm sitters here right now talking about how they're going to care for the animals for us. And we'll be flying out tomorrow on Delta. I'll be in Honolulu tomorrow night. If you have not done so, but really want to help support this mission trip and the fire victims, here's the Cash App. But if you'll look in comments at the top, I'm going to link all the different ways that you can donate. For the ones you still praying for my best friend, I spent the morning with her, and she's doing better today. Like, her breathing's calmer, but she is transitioning very quickly to being with my Father in heaven. And it looks like I will not be here when she passes. So if you guys would just keep us in your prayers. I don't know what else to say. It's my best friend. So I love you guys. It's time for me to get inside, get my bath, finish up last minute packing. Aloha and mahalo, everyone.